Some of you may be thinking of buying an electric vehicle like a Tesla, for example. Perhaps it's for the environmental benefits. The Environmental Protection Agency says electric vehicles, or EVs as they are commonly known, leave less of a carbon footprint. Here in Arkansas, there's a community of EV owners, so we went straight to them to find out firsthand some of the economic impacts that exist in the natural state.
So it just hit about a year, right before Christmas. It went by so quick.
Matthew Clanton hasn't owned an electric vehicle for all that long.
I've already put over 20,000 miles on the car in just a year.
He says he made the switch to a battery-powered vehicle, largely in part because of the long-term financial impacts.
I knew that filling a car with electricity, with Arkansas's electricity, is a lot cheaper than filling it with gas.
While most of us are feeling the effects from higher prices at the pump, that's not the case for everyone.
I think it would have been about $250 for the last month of gas, and I've spent about $65.
Clanton says the biggest benefit he's seen is the money he's keeping in his wallet. As a busy family man, one of the stops he makes on a weekly basis is Franklin's Charging in Little Rock.
We've probably had upwards of 20 vehicles on site over the past 3 weeks.
Jeff Franklin is one of the company's managing members.
We broke ground December 11th, 2020.
His station is one of the more than 200 places spread out across Arkansas offering a recharge before drivers hit the road again. But that could soon change. Earlier this month, President Biden announced a $5 billion plan that will fund electric vehicle chargers across the country.
So the benefits are going to ripple to thousands of miles in every direction.
Arkansas will receive $54 million over the next 5 years to fund more charging stations. A big question for many people: how long does a recharge take compared to filling up a gas tank? It mainly depends on the battery. Charging could take anywhere from 30 minutes to half a day, but definitely longer than the few minutes you would normally spend at the pump.
And we have adapters on site for our fast chargers so that the Teslas can plug into our fast chargers as well.
Until an electric vehicle gets to the point where they can charge as fast as it takes, a normal car to fill up at a gas station, there's always going to be that need and the desire for a gas-powered vehicle.
And it goes beyond just time. Every time you stop to fill your vehicle up with gas, you pay into the state's motor fuel tax. That money helps fund road infrastructure projects. Since EVs don't use gas, those drivers don't pay that tax. But Secretary of Commerce Mike Preston says they do help cover those costs in other ways.
Obviously, they use our roads and have the same wear and tear in the roads as a gas-powered vehicle. So the only way to offset that was through the registration fees.
In Arkansas, all electric vehicle owners must pay $200 and plug-in hybrid EVs $100 in annual registration fees. These fees go to the state and highway department funds. Despite that added fee, owners like Matthew say it's still worth it.
It's still saving a lot of money with fuel, which is great, but it is kind of frustrating that we're overcharged for our contribution to the road tax. The convenience, the quietness for a daily car, I think is there's just nothing like it.
Clanton says he saved nearly $200 last month since he avoids the gas station. Still, EV owners are paying between $50 to $100 more in annual registration fees to make up for the money not being paid at the pump. That's something he hopes state legislators will change. In Little Rock, Frederick Price, THV 11 News.